episode of Rotten and the Freeman Show. Mr. Rotten, man, how are you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm ready for this conversation too, man. You know, it's a little bit weird, but I'm gonna put my little tinfoil hat on,
Whoop,
and we'll
whoop,
talk
whoop,
about
whoop,
this.
whoop, whoop, whoop.
Lab grown humans, man. What do you think?
Lab-grown humans. I don't know much about this, so I'm going to be on the sidelines. I'm going to have to go. I
All
know you
right.
got some points of
Yes.
recommendation and facts and things about this,
Yes.
but the moral of the story is it playing God, Rotten?
Is
Is
it? Is
creating
it?
humans? I don't know. Like for me, I'm like, I wish they would do Jurassic Park. I wish they would do lab
Really?
grown. I'd like to see a T-Rex. Yes, man, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, don't you see the danger, John, inherent in what you're doing here? Genetic power is the most awesome force the planet's ever seen.
Imagine going to Jurassic Park.
I,
Screw the Brontosaurus, man. I want to see the T-Rex.
I think it'd be cool, man. But you get into Jurassic Park, Sean Freeman's busting people through the line. Hey, I want to see a T-Rex. If it's the last thing I do, you better show it to me.
Yeah. We're talking about doing another show, Guilty Pleasures, dude. And sharks and
Yeah.
dinos are on that mess.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Lab-grown humans.
Lab-grown humans, yes.
Let me share with what I've learned on the internet. Best friend.
All right.
So a biotech startup called Conception Bionescence is trying to enable lab-grown human eggs, which means that they're creating just exactly what it said, lab-grown human eggs. And I think that it's kind of like playing God, but I can see the reason, I'm trying to be very perspective about this and use my happy little zoom out method, right?
Right.
Is it playing God? I think so. I think that there's a certain amount of human beings on the earth for a reason. And then when that life expires, there's others that will come in. Now, whether or not we navigate to be able to properly flood the earth with humans or not, I think that's up to, I guess I could say fate, but this is a touchy one here. So this is what it says. Are we willfully stepping into human egg farms like in the Matrix? I can see this happening because once they perfect this science to grow a human egg inside a lab, to what end is this? I think that in the end, a lab grown human egg is for one thing and one thing only, to create a human being that will, oddly enough, this is what I wrote about in my book, and you destroyed all of it, like you burned everything down. To grow a lab grown human, I think would have first a military effect. The whole reason behind it is to see if you can create a super soldier. But
Clone
right now,
Wars.
yes, dude, they can clone these people out. But at the same time, it's going to really help people that want to have children. Like, let's say you have a same sex marriage and you're infertile and you can't have babies.
Right.
This would be a great alternative for them. And I can understand the need and the drive and the want. Prayers answered and everything for that. So I can understand the joy of this. At the same time, just like AI, I think that has potential to spiral out of control and burn the entire house down, because we don't have enough water to put something like that out, dude. If it's a clonable egg, which it should be, why would they not use it for military? They would. I think they would use it first for military. And then once it's perfected, then they'll push it out to the mass market.
Well, it's kind of weird because it's kind of like, the farm raised fish.
Yeah.
Some people are okay with those dying, but the wild caught fish are not. But you think the fish is knows he was farm raised? I think they're all bummed that they're going to die, man.
We're going to die, right?
I think that I know who my creator is, okay?
Right.
I think that it might be a ball of light. I don't want to say it's a dude that has white hair and wears sandals and walk on water. I think that it's a ball of light, pure energy, as far as my creator goes. And if I take that analogy and I say that every living creature has their own higher power, that means like a dog would have their own higher power but would appear to them as a dog. So if you're a lab grown human being, what does your higher power appear as? Like what is God? God would be your creator, which is a man. So the scientist. And so they're literally trying to be God in this. I can see the positive attributes to this, but I can definitely see this being crazy out of control negative too.
Right. But then the movie, and I've said this before, Horton Hears Who makes a lot of sense. or the
Right.
end of Men in Black, or are we a speck of an atom of something of a bigger universe or a bigger thing? As sophisticated as man is here on planet Earth, there's a balance there. I'm sure that they can master that balance. Scientists, recently they sewed a boy's head back on, had a severed head, sewed it back on.
Did you see that article about them bringing people back to life? Cryogenics,
yes.
like straight up eugenics, working with cryogenics, bringing people back from the dead, and not just like the next day, but like holding their body captive until they come back.
This gives me hope. One day I will see a T-Rex. It's gotta be. It's gotta happen, Ryan.
It's important to you.
It's important to me, man. I want to see a T-Rex.
I'm going to see a GD T-Rex if it's the last thing I do. Dang it!
It is, man. I love some dinosaurs, dude. I was raised on Land of the Lost.
Yeah, tell me that's not where it goes, because AI is basically possibly going to be the next government, be the next religious system. It has potential to be the next, financial structure for human beings. Now you take AI and you mix it with cloning human beings or just having human beings grown inside a lab. How is that any different from the scene in The Matrix where they pan down and there's millions of humans being grown inside these little cells? It's the same thing, I think.
Yes, the exact same thing, man. I think you're very, very right on this.
Blew that mind right there, dog.
Yeah, you did, and it's like
I just left you speechless. I'm honored, proud of myself.
I am speechless. I don't have to come back to that, right?